Good morning, guys. I hope you guys can see me. It's a little dark in here. Um, Today, I kind of wanted to do, hopefully, it's going to be a short video, but you guys know me. I seem to talk a lot these days and have a lot to say. Um, but I want to talk about emotions and pain. Um, when we have an experience in life and it brings on an emotion, and when it's a negative emotion, um, it's, well, both of them, and whether negative or positive, our emotions affect our bodies at all times. Um, that's why it's so important to um, be within the right mind frame, to be your higher self, and to always be as positive as you could possibly be, no matter what situation you are handled in life. Because if it's a negative situation that you are within, your emotions are going to be negative. And what happens when you have that emotion? Your body tenses. You probably get a hot flash or get angry. So the heat comes within your body and get tensed. And that emotion is therefore stored within your body. And when we hold on to it for longer than it needs to be, which all of us tend to do because we take things so personal in life that we don't see that, for example, if somebody has hurt us or does something, we take it personally. We don't see it as that person is going through something within themselves that has caused that to manifest into a terrible situation. Like families, for example, always do that. We're all going through something in our life, and it always comes out to the ones that you love because they're the closest to you. It has nowhere else to go but towards the ones that you love. So what happens when you have a negative emotion? You're feeling on edge. Most of the time it starts within our necks and shoulders, and we get tensed. And a lot of people carry their stress there, Um, so it reaches our skin, to our muscles, to our nerves, to our ligaments, our tendons, our joints, and our bones, transferred into our organs, our cells, our DNA, and it is stored and it is imprinted even into our brain. That is how we have beliefs. That is how we have experiences in life later on. And that is how we develop pain and illnesses within the body. Because our emotions create it. Because it's unresolved. Because if you understand that energy is constantly flowing, imagine that negative energy that's constantly flowing, the negative unresolved energy that is constantly flowing within your body. It's moving and causing more pain and more damage. And that I know is true because it's one thing that I was in the car accident that did cause an injury or injuries. That's something different. People fall, break bones, things like that. But later on, when things are supposed to be healed and the chronic pain lingers, it's because of the emotional effect of my auto accident, the emotional effect that it had upon my emotional needs, my inability to do things. It affected me personally as a human being. I didn't feel like a woman. I didn't feel like a wife or a mother. And that played within my mind, creating more illnesses, more diseases, more emotions within me, which built up into the things that I felt within my body. Unresolved emotions caused by a traumatic event creates more pain within the body, more tension, more buildup, more anxiety, more emotions, and it's a never-ending flow of negative energy that's creating even more pain within yourself. Our emotions play a huge part in our health and our lifestyle. The healthiest people on this planet are the ones who know how to deal with their emotions. They have experiences and they let them go. Those are the healthiest people. And, you see that a lot throughout the, the Orient, especially back, in ancient times, where finding stillness was a daily practice. And all of that is coming back to society now. We are learning so much more about the human body that we have forgotten about. And it's beautiful. I love that idea of things being more natural, things being more, people being more self-reliant upon themselves to heal thyself. And when you do that, life is great. So I've realized that, my journey started with becoming healthy, with trying to lose all that weight, which I did. And that had to be a process I had to go through. But I still experienced chronic pain for, 2015 to until at least 2018. Even with using the fascia blaster, I still experienced chronic pain. It was most terrible the first 2 years of using my fascia blaster. But I knew everything is a process. I understood that. And, but this past year, I rarely have pain any longer, and I don't use my blaster as often as I need to. I don't use it daily like I used to. But I am going to go back to doing it, not because of the chronic pain issue, but just for being more flexible and just having the smoothness within my skin, and helping with recovery in my workouts. So there's so much benefit of using the fascia blaster. But because I have been dealing with the emotional crisis from my entire life of letting go of baggage, letting go of the ego, and not living within struggling anymore. If I'm within a bad situation, it happens and it's gone within seconds. Instead of me holding on to it and wanting to have that control over whomever it is who caused me that anger and pain. It is what it is, and that is it. And I understand now that if someone hurts me, it's not me. It's them who are struggling. And it's so much easier to let go of. And I know that when I am experiencing something within myself, I know that I'm going to be angry one day or sad or something. And I'm going to be off. And that's going to tell me I need to get myself back in check. And if I hurt somebody and say something bad, I immediately apologize. That's the quickest way to get things out of your system and deal with emotions, is saying, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. We're so ego-based that we can't even do the simple things like that as speaking those words to the ones that we love, especially. People need to hear that. People need to know that they are loved, that you don't want to hold on to struggling. Forgive them, even if and it's not just forgiving them for yourself, because when you forgive for yourself, you are giving yourself peace, but you let them off the hook. And I know that you probably don't want to do that, let them off the hook because of what they did to you, and it could be so traumatic. But by you holding on to it in general is keeping you feeling low and ego-based and within this 3D reality of lower consciousness. But to also let someone off the hook is a different exhilarating moment for you. And it brings you to a higher raised vibration. When you heal yourself, though, you are healing the world. You are raising the vibration of everyone around you and everyone else who you come in contact with and everyone else that they come in contact with. So think about that today. My video is getting ready to stop because I'm out of storage. So I am going to call it quits and go do my errands, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. As always, much love, health, and healing your way. This is Christy, bringing purpose to your life. Thanks. Take care.